God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of light.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okpe, and if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. We're glad to have you here. So today I'm going to be doing, I don't know what I'm going to be doing because it's kind of like freestyle. Bear with my voice that has disappeared. Today I want to do a cut crease, like a step by step. I want to teach you guys how to do cut crease. I don't usually do cut crease on myself because I have hooded lids, as you can see. I am going to show you the easy way. I've never done this before, so this is try and error. If it works, good. If it doesn't, we turn it into smoky eye. So let's start. I'm going to be starting with my brows. Actually, I'm using my Anastasia in chocolate. Prime my eyes with Milani concealer. I'm going to set it with my Danessa Myricks Evolution powder. Let me show you the palette I'll be using because people always say I never show the eyeshadow. This is what I'm using. It's my Morphe 35B palette. So it looks like this. And then I'll be using my Limecrime Venus palette. Venus 1. So I'm going in with the yellow first to create like a base transition. The thing about cut crease is that you have to build a gradient effect. So you have to go in from the light till it's pretty dark. So I'm just going in with a very fluffy brush. I'm brushing the yellow into it. I'll try and explain every step of the way. And you also have to be pretty generous with the eyeshadow. Why? Because you're going to cut a very big part of it away when you're cutting your crease. So if you don't want to be left with just lead shadows and no transition colors, you have to go in very well. And if you can take it a bit higher, the better for you. Hey God, I'm going to do this person Ronke Raji style. Every time she does cut creases, she'll not do it. So that the color of the concealer would meet that place, and that's where she will now cut. I'm learning too. We have to getting better. We cannot just get in better at once. Who knows that clip? I'm going to insert it in this video.
Well, like a good question. We are always learning. Nobody perfect. You hear me? We are always learning. Nobody perfect in this boxing. I'm working on. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I can't just getting better one time. I have to step up. I
think our yellow is solid right now. We're done with this yellow, so I'm going to go in with these colors here, just like a blend of them, just to like move on to the next deep level. Back and forth with the brush I initially started with, just to diffuse the edges. You see, I keep raising my brows. That's because I don't want the color to like get way under my brows, so I keep raising it up just to like make sure that I stay product free from here. Okay, so I'm going in with the purples now, and I'm just going with the darker one. No time to be wasting time. So this is just to give me that dimension. So now I want to start deepening it like really deep. So I would go in with a smaller brush. Can you see? It's pretty precise so that it will put the colors exactly where I put it, unlike the way these ones have been flying left, right. I'm going with the dark brown here. I'm now mixing it with a bit of black and dusting it off. Hope you guys can see now. So it's pretty obvious where you'd cut now. Now I'm just diffusing them into each other. Alright, I think we should move to the cutting now because I'm tired. Something I just learned is to actually wipe here first. You don't have to if you are going in with a color that is not light. I'm really indifferent, so I don't know what I'm going in with yet. I'm just shadowing. I'm about to cut my crease with Colourpop in Deep 70. I'll mix it with Deep 10. The trick that I learned, let's hope it works. I'll cut it in the center first, like where my normal crease is. I'll just go above it a bit, and then I'll look up. So now that is the real point where I want to cut. I hope you can see. Hope you guys get what I did. And doing like this, it means that when I cut, my line will not be hidden. But if you have big eyes, you really don't need that technique. So I'm just going in gradually in a straight line. So do you think we should carry it up or just leave it down? I think we should carry it up. Why not? We've come this far. You might as well. Doesn't look bad. It's just that I should have taken my black high eye bit because it has cut off the black around here. Can you see how nice it looks in the beginning here, and now there's no black again? So you see that you're pretty justified when you keep adding more colors. I'm cleaning the concealer and everything to create a cleaner base, and then I'll go in with a better color. So now I'm going to apply concealer everywhere. So I'll just let that concealer dry down a bit while I do the other eye. I'm just going to set it lightly with Danessa Myricks powder. So guys, I'm going to put this black here and smudge it upward. Everything we're doing right now is just freestyle. If it works, great. If it doesn't, move on. I'm building like a gradient effect from the darkest upward. How we ended up here, I have no idea. But we're here. You'll see that I'm staying away from where I cut it, go, just so that you can have that negative space stuff. I really don't know where we are right now. So I'm going to be using these lashes. It's by Ola Benz. For my foundation, I'll be using Danessa Myricks in W05 and W09. One is dark and one is light, so I'll be mixing both of them. So for moisturizer, I'll be using my Holy Grail Embroylisse Moisturiser. So I'll be using my Smashbox Primer. This is literally a first impression. I've not used it for a client, I've not used it for anybody. And I bought 3 bottles, I'll be 4 bottles. This foundation is cheaper than Fenty, and it's so nice. You see, it has this dewy finish. Like, it's not matte. It's not even matte at all. It's like a cream finish. The way if you'd apply something like black opal sticks foundation. That finish, that's what it has. I really love this foundation. Like, you need to see it in the monitor. It looks so good. Alright, I'm getting you, Auntie Danessa. If you know me and you follow me on social media, you know Danessa is my, like, she's my shiro, and she follows me on Instagram. I'll sway. You guys already know, I say this a lot in my videos. When you're concealing or highlighting, let me not use concealing. When you're highlighting, you start blending from the outer part, right? And then you take it inward into your eyes. You leave here the last place you blend. That way you have more coverage. Imagine if you take your beauty blender, usually damp, and you start blending here, you're removing products. Eventually this side of your face has more products than the real place that actually needs the highlighting and the concealing. So I'm contouring my face with Hegai and Esther Face Perfection. You know you have to snatch those humongous foreheads. Makeup is actually really nice. I'll be setting my face with my Danessa Myricks powder in number 3. Guys, this is the most finely milled powder on earth. Till I find something else, this powder is mother to all powders. It literally disappears like Femme. You see the amount of powder I used, and it looks as if I did not use anything. It just looks nice. So now let's set the rest of my face with number 4. So number 3 is lighter, obviously. So you can see the shade difference. So this is the one I set my under eye with. I'll set the rest of my face. I know it might look crazy. Don't worry, I won't look crazy like this. Can you see I'm adding powder and I don't look cakey? That's the power of Danessa Myricks Evolution powder. So now I'm just gonna dust it off with my Mineralized Skin Finish powder in Dark Deep. So I'm going to contour my face with both of this stuff. You guys know I'm team intense contour. I don't know those people that used to do subtle contour. I don't know you from anywhere. You have to snatch the whole face. Please though, intense does not mean unblended though. I don't want to hear it's your way that say we should be doing our contour like this. You have to hide all your baggage and baggages. I like to bring this. I don't use the other one. I use this one. That's my Covergirl Ebony bronze, and I just do like around my face ish, just to create that shadow there. So when you see me, it's almost as if everywhere here as a shadow, and then the light is hitting the center of my face. If you have a smaller face, I don't think you should do this because then your face is going to look smaller. But if you have a wide and huge head like mine, that's a hack for you. You shadow everywhere and leave light in the center. So when people see you, where the light hits is where your face is basically. Every other place is just extra. I'm using a Mineralized Skin Finish. That's a finishing powder because I already set my whole face with that powder. If I go in with a matte powder, please, this is not my powder shade, but then if I'd gone in with something matte like this, I would end up looking extremely cakey. And for someone that has dry skin, that is not advisable. I'm using this because it's a finishing powder. So if you don't have money to buy MAC as a finishing powder, I know Black Opal has, but theirs is a loose powder, so you can use that one instead. So I'm gonna try to use Anastasia So Hollywood. It's really gold and it's not so flattering on my skin tone, but we're gonna try it. Yeah. No, thanks. That's more like it. So I'm using my La Femme blushes. Yes, I put blush around my face. I want to use a white liner to intensify this. Hopefully I don't spoil it. Let me put it on my hand and use a brush. I don't know which side I now prefer now. I preferred it when it was dull. Oh God. Okay, why don't you ever leave something the way it's supposed to be? Must you always spoil it? I've spoiled it too. We can all come together and just, you know, mourn the death of this eyeshadow. I don't know. I'm indifferent. Don't spoil with that. Like the places that the white is overspilling, I'm just going to correct it a bit. And then I'm going to use the angled part of this brush. I'm going to touch it in a dark brown. Just go above that line, just to intensify that side. I just wanted to create more depth. So I'm going to mix these round pencils. I'm going to be going in with Ida's Atelier and Colourpop. You guys know how much I've stepped out of my comfort zone. Like, I can't even believe it. What am I doing? I just need the question. It's just a question. It's not until you find lipstick that you do ombre. So I will set my face now with my Holy Grail Fix Plus. And then I'm going to set my face. I'm going back to back because I don't have anything else to do with this Absolute spray. It's for people that have dry skin. So this is the Dewy spray. There's the matte spray, but I'm choosing the Dewy because it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm still going to wipe it immediately. So what am I doing? A part of me wants to add lip gloss to this thing. The way it's matte is just making my body scratch me. Okay, so let me go and gather myself together and then we shall do the outro. Peace out. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Peace out. Kisses.
You have made us new, now life begins with you. Oh, we're free, free, forever we're free. Come join us all, older redeemed. Yes, we're free, free, forever, amen. When death was arrested and my life began. We're free, free, forever we're free. Come join us all, older redeemed. Yes, we're free, free, forever, amen. When death was arrested wasted in my